Hi there, Flosstube. Welcome back. I know it's been a little while. Life got very crazy. This is actually my second time recording this because life got so crazy I didn't bother to upload the other video because it took too much work. I was having camera troubles. But that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and get through it this time, and it's gonna upload tonight. Might not post till tomorrow, but it's gonna upload tonight. One of the biggest things I have to share is that we very sadly had to put down my 17-year-old cat, Yumi, the fluffy gray one. For those of you who have been watching for a while, she's not the one that comes up and visits every time like Sarah does here. We had taken her to the vet to get some teeth removed because we thought maybe she's 17-year-old, her teeth are getting bad. So we went to the vet to have those looked at and removed and cleaned and what have you. But while she was under, the vet was able to get a better look at her mouth and found a mass in her mouth. It was a type of cancer that is stupid aggressive in cats, and they gave her anywhere from 1 month to 12 from the time of diagnosis until probable death. It was less than a month. So we tried to make her as comfortable as possible until we knew we had to make that decision, and it wasn't easy. How do you... It just makes you feel like the biggest asshole in the world when you know that tomorrow you're going to put your cat down. You know, we're on your last car ride to the vet to put you down. You're not coming back home. You know, and it was really hard. But she was with us all of her life. She was 17 years old. We raised her from a little kitten. We actually had to bottle feed her when we got her. She was that small. Maybe 4 weeks or so. And it was the right thing to do for her, but it was hard. So we've had to do that, and then of course the next day, bad things come in threes. All hell broke loose. The next day we do our grocery shopping like normal, and the car's starter dies. And then Saturday, I come home to do some laundry, and I go downstairs and realize that the hot water heater downstairs in our basement is leaking hot water into the basement, and it's humid and muggy, and there's water on everything, and there's mold starting to grow on everything, and I had to call the landlord for that. Sunday, I go to finish my laundry because I kind of left it in the washer. I fell asleep. Got to take it out. I was like, it didn't look like it's been right. And why is it still soapy on top? The washer broke. So Sunday we had to get a new washer. So yeah, I'm done having exciting things happen to me for a while. At least bad, exciting things happen to me for a while. I have today put in a new application for a different job. Wish me luck. Right now I'm cleaning and I'm just not happy with it. It's a pretty bad work-life balance for me. Mainly because I can't get 2 days off in a row to save my life. So, that and I'm bored. You know, I like to be busy at work so that the time flies. It doesn't fly. It doesn't. So I'm really bored and I'm really unhappy. So I've put an application out to do something different, something that'll use my mind a little more. So wish me luck. I'm hoping I at least get an interview, because maybe I can charm them into hiring me. I'm honestly not as stupid as I sound sometimes. But yeah, I just did that today. Sarah's here. She seems to be doing okay-ish. I think she's a little bored and a little sad without the other cat here. And she's definitely had a couple of accidents that I think is related to, is behavioral related, because she's had accidents before, but never like this. So we might have to get another cat sooner than we were hoping to. We're definitely going to take her to the vet first to make sure she's doing okay, because I can't handle something else this year. I can't. I really can't. The only thing I want to handle is a new job. This sucks so much. Alright, on to happier cross-stitchy things then. Let's go with haul. Why is that there? That I don't need there. Oh, I forgot to take these out of the plastic. I apologize. I did it for the last video. So we'll start with my fabric of the month from Fortnite Fabrics. I know the last time I did a video, it was the beginning of June. So I am sorry. It just, like I said, this work-life balance thing. I don't have time to do things. It's just, it feels really awful. Just got one more thing to unpackage here, and then we'll be good to go. All right. So start off with Fortnite Fabrics. The June's fabric of the month is tailor made. Kind of almost a little purpley orange sort of fabric. I mean, it's sort of showing true to color there, but not quite. And it is, of course, a sparkly fabric because I'm part of the Expensive Rich line of fabrics that they're doing. So, tailor-made. Actually, and if that's big enough, I wonder if I can do that Story Stitches Nightmare Before Christmas Sal on this. That'd be nice. July was Selfie No Filter. And this one is pretty. This is sort of a blue-gray sort of fabric. And I like it. It's almost a little dingy looking. And I think it's just fabulous. So there's that. And again, as always, the fabric almost never shows up true to color. I apologize. There's nothing I can do about that unless I want to fork out a couple thousand for a good vlogging camera. And I love you, Flosstube, but I don't have that kind of money right now. We had an expensive month last month. Alright, August's fabric of the month didn't come with one of their cards. So they apologized for that. They sent them out eventually. They were waiting for shipment, but it never came. Or it didn't come in time. So, no card this time. And for some reason, they didn't serge this piece. Or at least my piece isn't serged. Not sure I'm a fan of that. But August's fabric of the month is called Couture. Which is, clothing. And that's a pretty pale blue, kind of like a robin's egg blue. Yeah, for it being an August color, I think that'll work really nice for a spring-themed cross-stitch. Maybe an Easter piece or something. I do have those pretty kitties, and one of them is for Easter. That might look good. The last piece I have is an auction piece, so it's one of their one-offs. And this one I'm deciding to call Mint Milkshake. I've named it that. They didn't name it that. But it is a piece of 40 count linen in green. And I love this. This is pretty. I made sure I got this. I spent probably spent a little too much on it for the size it is and, you know, what it is. But I wanted this piece of fabric. They had posted on their group page, you know, what were some colors we would like to see for, some colors and counts we would like to see for their auctions on Sunday. And I had said 40 count would be nice, and if you could make one of them green, that'd be great. Well, lo and behold, when that Sunday came, there was a piece of 40 count green linen, and I snatched that up. Alright, the next pieces of haul are not fabric. And well, I'll just take the top pieces out. And the next things are patterns. So, I know last video I said that I would try to finish up some pieces, some UFOs I had laying around. Well, they're not UFOs anymore. They're trash. I can't stand the fabric they're on. So I went out and bought the Joan Elliott Designs Dream, Hope, Believe, and Imagine. I had been working on Believe from a kit, but I got the actual patterns because I didn't have Hope. And I have Dream and Imagine done, but I'd like to do them on prettier fabric. So I bought the set of 4. And then because I knew this existed, I went and then bought the set of 4 for Faith, Love, Family, and Friends from Joan Elliott. And I think these will look really cute. I'd like to stitch them as they are on one big piece of fabric and then have them framed kind of like that. So I think that looks spectacular. Yeah, and then the last little bit of haul I have, I really wasn't spending much on haul. I really haven't been trying to be good, trying to save money, trying to pay things off. The more I try to pay things off, the deeper into a hole I get. I hate it. Why did nobody tell me this when, you know, you were in high school with your first job, you know? Say, don't ever do anything more than you can afford. Save all of your money in a savings account. You know, that would have been so much more helpful than, figure it out. So, because I got the Joan Elliott patterns, I went ahead and ordered what beads I could for them off of 1-2-3 Stitch at the time. I didn't get everything I needed, but I got 3. So I got a gold, which is 00557. Yeah, there we go. Gold. Some gold beads. And then I got kind of a seafoam greeny type of bead, which is 10030. I got that. And then I got 10023, which is a darker green kind of color. I know Mill Hill sort of has names for these colors, but I'm just going to go with the number. So I got 3 sets of beads and 2 patterns. And I think that's everything for the haul. Next, we're going to go to finishes because I actually have a lot. I have like 4 work finishes and several finishes from here at home. So the first work finish, we'll go through those first, is Tropical Kitty from Mill Hill. And isn't that adorable? I think I'd like to stitch this again, but in gray, because my Yumi was gray. And I think that would be a nice tribute for her. Next, I have Williamsburg Santa. Now, I started these guys on the 4th of July. Him, I actually did start on the 4th of July here at home, and then I took him to work. I figured I should do something sort of patriotic for that. I got the Williamsburg Santa done. And then I went to Jamestown Santa, and I got him done. I will FFO all of these Mill Hill kits, but I tend to like to do a bunch of them all at once because it seems like it's a better use of my time. And then I finished Plymouth Santa, and I just finished him on Sunday, September the 5th. I did the beading at home, but I did all the stitching at work. And I got him done. I do really love the Santas. Next, we'll move on to the finishes I've got at home. If you'll remember, I was working on the Just Nan birthday mouse, and I have that finished, but not FFO'd, and that one will look like that. Well, I decided to go ahead and just bite the bullet and start working on all my mice. So I finished the Just Nan birthday cube. Yeah. Finishing these will be an adventure. I've never finished a cube before, so I hope it goes smoothly. Next I did Crystal Snow Lady Mouse from Just Nan. The little 1/1 robins there are so cute, aren't they? And she'll look something like that when she's done. I never did get this cube for it. I'm not a huge fan of the cubes. I liked the birthday cube, and I think I might go back and get another cube for a different mouse that's coming up. And I'll tell you about that one when we get there. Next, we have Candy Corn Ghost Mouse. And this one I need to actually FFO pretty quickly because my Halloween decorations are already out on the bookcase there. And I've had them running for a little bit. So I actually kind of need to replace some batteries. But Candy Corn Ghost Mouse needs to go join the Witchy Sisters and the Witchy Cousin Mouse, as well as Miss Ghostly Pumpkin Mouse and her house over there on the bookcase. So I'll finish this one up pretty soon. Probably Sunday the 12th. But yeah, Candy Corn Ghost Mouse will look something like that when she's done. He's done. I'll be looking forward to him. The next mouse I did was Queen of the Needle Mouse. And she actually comes with a Queen of the Needle cube. Or she doesn't come with, but she's supposed to be partnered with that. And I didn't get it at the time, but I'm thinking now that maybe I'd like to. If I don't find putting together the birthday cube too much of a pain in the butt, I might get that cube. Just so the queen has her throne. Next, I did the next two on the same piece of fabric because they're both on Picture This Plus gingerbread fabric. And the first one is Sugar Plum Fairy Mouse, right here. The little wings are already on there. Yeah, already on there. She bead and everything. I'll just have to put her together later. She will look something like that when I eventually get done. I have the stocking on my wish list on 123 Stitch. And then I did the gingerbread candy mouse as well. He's got all of his little beads there, looking very cute. Like I said, I just did them both on the same piece. Now you might say there's not a whole lot of room there. It doesn't matter, because when I go to cut these guys out, they only need a tiny little bit of fabric near their noses, because when you join them together, the noses are there's so little room when you eventually get there. You don't want a lot of bulky fabric when you go to join them together. So I'm not worried about having so little space in between the noses there. But that's gingerbread candy mouse. And that's all for my finishes. Yes, making sure. Yes. That is all of my recent finishes. I do, however, have some FFOs. That's fully finished objects. I framed some things. These have been done for ages, but I finally got frames for them. The first thing I got a frame for was the Frosted Pumpkin Stitcheries Into the Jungle Sal from a few years ago. So I finally got it a pretty frame. I did have it up at one point, but it fell down. So we're gonna be looking into why the command strips failed, because it's definitely not more than 5 pounds. That's 1.5 pounds maximum. So maybe I didn't clean the wool properly enough. So we're gonna go ahead and try to hang that again. Next, I have 3 Thomas Kincaid Disney Dream pieces that I finished several years ago, each. The first one is Fantasia Mickey. Trying to get the glare off. That's Fantasia Mickey. I do really like him. This is just a gorgeous piece. I honestly can't wait for Heaven and Earth Designs to come out with their versions of the Thomas Kincaid Disney Dreams pieces, because oh my gosh, does Heaven and Earth Designs do a great job. Yeah, they might be way bigger and need to be done like 1/1, but the detail will be there, the colors will be there, and I don't even care how much they cost. I will find a way to buy them all, because I want to support her so that she's able to do even more of them. Because even though Mr. Thomas Kincaid himself is dead, his company is still putting out more of these Disney Dreams pieces. And as long as they have that same look and feel, I'm happy with that. Oh, it's a glare. Okay. I was trying to figure out what that was. I know that's the clock, and I know that I could tell, that's a glare from the window, and that's a glare from this light. I was trying to figure out what was behind me. I'm not a fan that door's behind me, and that it's dark. I could have done this earlier, but I fell asleep and took a nap. The next one I have is the Thomas Kincaid Disney Dreams Lady and the Tramp. I like this one a lot. It is very cute. Lady and Tramp just looks so good. They really do. And yes, that is a lot of French knots. There were so many French knots in these pieces. I think Lady and the Tramp so far had the most. And then this one here had the least. This is Thomas Kincaid Disney Dreams The Little Mermaid. This one I'm not so super happy with. There's a lot going on, and it doesn't seem like the conversion went well. But I bought it. And this one nearly went out the window several dozen times. I think this one took me more than a year to do, And it was just because I kept wanting to throw it out the window. So that's all my haul, all my finishes, all my FFOs. Let's talk about what I'm working on now. So my work project for right now is Mill Hill's Moonlit Night. That's this one here. I took it to work yesterday and got a pretty good start on it. Let's have Jack's head straight up. Right way up, huh? I like these really, really, really tiny needle minders because they work really good for the Mill Hill kids. So I got about that much done on it, which isn't a whole lot, but since these pieces are super small, that's not bad for one day's worth of work, stitching at work. And then I'm working on my There Is No Planet B Sal from Cloud's Factory. Working on that. So when did I last do a video? In June? So June had the Garl and the Pygmy Hippo. July then had the Gorilla and the Crane. August had the baby seal, the monk seal I believe it is, and a dolphin. And then September has a tiger. I really hope all of that was up. I wasn't even looking. So Garl, Pygmy Hippo, Gorilla, Crane, Harbor Seal, and a dolphin. So next there's going to be a tiger, and above the gorilla there will be a pygmy three-toed sloth. I'm working on those now. And I wanted to get caught up with that Sal before it got away from me again, because there was at one point where I didn't do it 2 months in a row, and I'm not a fan of doing that necessarily, so we're trying to work on that. Excuse me while I grab a drink. Iced tea. So my plans, I don't know when I'll do another video again. It's not going to be next week, that's for sure, because for one, I'm not going to have a whole lot to show, and I'm not going to have any time alone to do the video. That's one of the bigger problems for why I hadn't been doing videos for a little while, was I didn't have any time to myself to do them. I like doing them when it's just me and the cat. Or when it was just me and the cats. So, my next work project is going to be Buttons and Beads Autumn Series from Mill Hill. It's going to be Ghost Town. And this one looks adorable. Now, taking this to work, I probably won't even get done with it until sometime in October. It's not going to take me long to finish the Moonlit Night piece I'm doing now. So I know it's not going to take me long to do that. So it'll take me a little while to get this done based on how long it took me to get some of the Santas done. If I get impatient, I might just bring it home and finish it. You never know. So the next thing I'm going to do after I finish up with There Is No Planet B and getting caught up on that, is going to be Spring Mouse in a House with Miss Pansy Mouse. So I'm going to be starting this. And what I'll do is I'll probably get the mouse done first, because she won't take that long. And then I might FFO all of the mice. That way I'm sort of caught up. But I'll leave the house for a little bit. I'm going to get the next house done and then finish them both at the same time. So this one is ready to go. I've got my fabric. I've got my supplies from the kit, and I've pulled all my floss. All my floss. So this one is ready to go. I've just got to get it started. Sorry. Then I'm probably going to dive right into Summer Mouse in a House featuring Miss Strawberry Mouse. I'm not going to bother taking this one out of the plastic. And isn't that adorable? I've had these in my stash for a little while, which is why I'm trying to kind of power through them and get them all done now. I want to have spring and summer ready to go for next year. Then we get on to my next series of mice. I've managed to get my hands on all of the scissor roll mice. Alright, so the next one I'm going to do is going to be Spring Mouse Scissor Roll featuring Dilly Mouse. And I'll be honest, I'm a little concerned how this is going to go. I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to finish this, but I guess I'll figure it out when the time comes. I have everything for it, the fabric for both the mouse and the house. And I have way more of the fabric for the mouse than I'm going to need. And actually for the roll as well. And I don't care. I'll find something to do with it. Then I have Summer Mouse Scissor Roll featuring Daisy Mouse. Use that. And again, I have the fabric and everything. I believe I have any specialty threads I need for any of these. Yeah. Then after that, I'll be doing the Autumn Mouse Scissor Roll featuring Harvest Mouse. This one is adorable. I kind of wish I was doing it this year, but well, I would have it ready for this autumn, but that's just not going to happen. I know how fast I stitch, and I don't stitch this quick. And I kind of want to do them in order. So this guy I should have ready for next year. She says into the Flosstube camera as if that's a guarantee that anything will be done for next year. The Autumn Mouse Scissor Roll featuring Harvest Mouse. And you can't tell, but that mouse is supposed to be purple. I don't know why everything always looks so washed out and weird on this. But I've got the fabric and everything ready for this. And finally, as far as immediate plans go, I have Winter Mouse Scissor Roll featuring Frieza Mouse. And there we go. And that'll be super cute. All of these are always super cute. Yeah, so I think that is everything. Maybe the only other things I could go over were the fact that at some point I made myself a new grime guard, and it's Mickey and Minnie. And it's really cute, and it's for my favorite size of Q-snap to work with, which is like an 8x11, I think is what this is. So normally this is on it, but since I had to pull away my bottom Q-snap piece so you could see the garl and the coral and things here, I just took it off. And I made myself a travel bag for my work projects. It didn't quite come out wholly the way I wanted it to, but that's okay because it was a trial. But I made myself a bag. And it's not perfect because the seam here is gone. It kind of pulled away on me. Zippers. I need more practice with zippers. But yeah, it holds one of my little boxes. It holds my colored pencils that I use to mark up my working copy. And it absolutely 100% holds the full 5x5 piece of perforated paper from one of the Santas. So it will definitely hold the piece for Ghost Town. And I can even show you right now that it will hold that. Ta-da! It'll hold it. And I'm happy about this. I'm gonna do another one at some point. I just haven't felt like it. Like I said, there was a lot going on the last couple of weeks. And before that, I just didn't have time to get on. So, at almost 40 minutes, I thank you for joining me. I thank you all for watching again after the 3-month hiatus I took there. I'll try to be better about it, but I can't guarantee anything because sometimes it just doesn't, I just don't feel like making a video. And I figure these should be fun. And it's like everything else in this hobby, it should be fun. If it feels like work, then that's not necessarily fun. It might be rewarding, but it's not fun. And sometimes I just don't get time away. Like next week, I've got to change my day off because I have a scheduled hair appointment. Oh, that's what I forgot to go over in this video. The tribal giraffe birthday or birth sampler sort of thing I made for my hairstylist. She loved it. She loved it. She had a little baby girl, happy, healthy. She's back to work. She either came back to work this week or this month in September, or she came back to work this week. I'm not sure. But I'll get to see her. I'm sure she'll share lots of baby pictures, which is, you know, that's nice. I don't really care about babies. I don't want to be a mom, but, you know. There must have been clouds over the sky because that got lighter, right? That's got me freaked out now. I think the sun was behind a cloud or something, and that's why it looks lighter in there now. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna get off before looking in this looking in the camera. And I know I shouldn't be looking at the camera. I should be looking at the camera hole in the phone. But it's too distracting. It's almost like I've got to make sure I'm in frame and I look good. Not that I ever look good, but you know what I mean. Gotta make sure the stitching looks good. All right, again, thank you all for joining me. Wish me luck on the new job application. I really hope I get it because it sounds like work I'll enjoy. It really does, and it's working for the government, which means I get all of those nice little bank holidays off, which would be really nice. So yeah, thank you all, and enjoy your September. I might see you in October. Bye.